welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be something that I've been seeing quite a lot lately, which is like on Instagram and YouTube and things like that. It is the Bratz challenge. So I am going to be attempting to make my makeup look a bit like a Bratz doll and also do the hair and kind of the outfit to match, but unfortunately the doll that I've chosen doesn't actually look as though she's got like anything on. But I just thought, well, with the look, purple might go. I might wind up changing it. Don't know, we'll see how it looks with the look. So the photo that I will be recreating is this one right here, just so you can see what it is like. I do also have the picture here so I can refer to it. So as you can see, it's just kind of like a purple eye, so it's like a light purple and a deep purple, and then thin brows, and it's got like a beauty spot, so I will attempt to do that as well. And then very, very pink lips. So that is my plan for today. Obviously the lashes are like only kind of on the outer edge, so I'm going to have to try and work out how to do that as well. So the hair is pretty simple as well, so we'll just kind of jump straight into it. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids because I'm going to do the eyes first because it's going to be quite winged out, so I'm going to do that first. And I'm just going to use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. So like I said, I have been seeing this a lot on like Instagram and YouTube. I just watched Shanixo's video the other day and oh my god, she did amazing. And then there's so many different recreations of it, of pictures as well. So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do that. It's just fun, it's playing around with makeup, it's something a little bit different. God knows how it's going to turn out though, it might turn out absolutely horrendous. But hey ho, makeup is just about fun, isn't it? So I'm just going to be setting it with the RCMA No Colour Powder, just the translucent one. So I'm just going to be doing a light dusting over the top. Right, so with the picture, she's got like the dark colour in her crease, but it doesn't actually blend out into a lighter shade. So I'm going to go in with the darker colour and then kind of blend it out a little bit. Rather than, because I don't want it to affect the colour. It has been so hard to try and find like purples that kind of match the picture, it's unreal. So with the best matches out of all of my collection, which I found really weird, I'm having to use two separate palettes. So I'm going to be using, out of the Jaclyn Hill The Vault collection, I'm going to be using this purple colour right here, which is Rockstar. And I'm going to go in with this with a pencil brush, just because I want to be a bit more precise with where I'm applying it, and it is just a slightly more fluffier one, so I'm going to start by doing that first. So she's got it quite high up, so it comes like there and then down, so that's what I'm going to be doing with mine. Because there's not a lot of space between her brow bone and the shadow. So I'm just going in with lightly to begin with. I'm just slowly building up the colour. Yeah, I found it so hard to find a purple in my collection, it's actually ridiculous. Out of all of the eyeshadow palettes, I could only find like two that had like kind of the truest kind of purples that I'm wanting. Then just going with a clean blending brush, I'm just going to soften these edges just a little bit, just so they're not super harsh, but we do also want them harsh, but not too harsh. Right, so then I'm going to be cutting out my crease, because obviously there's only like a thin bit of purple and then there's like a lighter purple. So I'm just going to be using the same concealer and then I'll be cutting it out. I'm just using a flat shader brush to cut my crease out. Right, then for my lid shade, I'm going to be going in with the Shan XO palette, and I'm using the shade Lover, which is just this kind of lilac-y purpley colour. This was like the closest match that I could find, because her eyeshadow is very matte in this picture, so it was the closest one that I could find to look like it. I'm not liking the all matte look, so I'm going to go in with the shade Ballsy from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and it'll just lighten it up a little bit as well. So I'm just going to do the same on the other eye, and then I'll come back and we'll just make it look obviously a little bit more sharper and things. Right, so I'm just going to be cleaning up the outer edge now, and I'm just going to be doing it with baby wipe. Right, and I do want to make this line just a little bit sharper in between where it is, so to do that, I don't want to go in with the black because the black will be too dark, so I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is like Mystique. I'm using this on an eyeliner brush, and I'm ever so carefully just kind of like carving out that line. And you do just kind of want to blend it in just a little bit, because other than that it's just going to be one harsh line, which won't look good. So do you see like the difference between that one and that one? It just looks so much better. Right, so I'm going to leave that like that, and I'm going to do my eyeliner now. So I'm going to be going in with the Profusion Long Lasting Black Liquid Liner. It's just a felt tip. And on the photo it goes right up to the purple, so that is what I am going to do. So I'm literally going on the outer edge of where the line stops. I'm using that as a guide. And then it does come like quite thick across. Right, and then I'm going to do the same on this eye. Right, so that is the top liner done. I'm going to do my face makeup, and then we're going to finish off the eyes. I don't really want to do it now because I've got to do with like where you bring it into the eye and stuff, but I don't want to mess that up when I do my concealer, so I'm quickly going to just prime. So for primer today, I'm just using my usual two primers, both of the Professionals. I want my skin to look really smooth, that's why I want to go in with the other professional as well. Right, now we want a full coverage face, so I'm going to be going in because I kind of want to give it that kind of doll-like appearance. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Stick Foundation and the Revolution Conceal and Define. This looks like a lot, but if you've ever seen me using this before, it does give quite a sheer finish. It's not like really full coverage, so that's why I'm not bothered about piling it on, especially when I use my sponge to blend it in. Then I'm going in with this and popping a few little swipes on my face. So I'm going to blend it in with the sponge now. We're wanting kind of like that porcelain skin look, so if I need to go in with another layer, then that's fine. Eyes look a little bit better now that we've got a bit of makeup on. Eyes always look really crazy, well in my opinion they do, when you've not got any foundation on, but for this look I definitely needed to do my eyes first, just because you don't know how much fallout you're going to get, especially with darker colours. So now I want my eyes to look really smooth and very full coverage, so I'm going to be going in with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer and the Kevyn Aucoin Essential Skin Enhancer. Collection, sorry, I don't think I've actually said the shade, it's in 1 Fair, and then the Kevyn Aucoin will be in, it's XO2, the shade that I have. So as you can see, that's just a little bit more intense just in them areas. Now, I'm going to be using a sponge to blend in this, but to blend in the outer bit, I'll be using a brush. God, I forget how nice that Kevyn Aucoin is when you're applying it. Right, and then I'm just going to be using a brush to blend this in. Then I'm going to be setting this all in place again with the RCMA No Colour Powder. So I'm going to do my under eyes first. So I'm wanting the skin to look quite smooth. That's why I'm definitely pressing it in and not moving it around or anything. Just so that it doesn't budge any of the powders we've just put on the face. And I've not put any of the highlight on that I've been doing lately, for the reason that I want to have it kind of like a natural glow from within rather than like a really shimmery highlight. So I'll need to look in my collection and try and find one of them. Right, so I'm going to be finishing off the eye makeup now. So I'm going to do the wing, not the little wing, the bit where it comes down from the teardrop, just to create that pointy bit. All you want to be doing is kind of following your natural shape for that. Right, and then I'm going to be using this to kind of line my waterline. And then I'll go in with a pencil, but this will just make it last a little bit longer using this. Then I'm going in with a black eye pencil and using the Max Factor one in black 002. Right, and then in this picture, she does actually have a little bit of pink. So I'm going to be mixing that pink and that pink together to kind of create the colour that she has on her lower lash line. It's only a little bit. And it does actually extend to the other side of the wing as well. And it only comes in like a third of the way. Ooh. Then I'm going to be going in with lashes, and her lashes are like very kind of like spiky lashes. So I think the best ones for the ones that I actually have in my collection are these ones, and these are the Allure Naturals in 147. The only thing is I don't know if well, I think they're going to be too kind of long, so obviously they're going to be too long, but I don't know, they kind of like to cut them and like just do kind of like half a lash. I think that's going to be the way to go. But whether do I cut it off the front or do I cut it off the back? That's the thing, because I want them to be long. But I don't know if it's going to be too long and then not blending, if you know what I mean, because I'm going to have to get it to then blend in with my natural lashes. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one off the back, one off the front to see what it's like. See, that looks better. That looks a little bit more like the picture. It's got the winged on the edges, but then I'll get it to fade into my natural lashes. So all I did was take two off the back and one off the front. So I'll just do the same on this other lash before we start to stick it down. So now we just need to put a bit of mascara on, and I'm using the MAC Extended Play Gig Black Lash as always. The reason that I'm also using this is because it will separate the front of the lashes so that it blends in as well. Yeah, you definitely need lashes with this. You can't get away with no lashes for this look. Right, and then I'm just drying them off, so we just got the glue on it like that. You want to let them get tacky before you stick them on, so then that they will just kind of slip and slide about your eye. So there is one half of the lash on. So I'm just like pushing it up just so that then we get that kind of like elongated thing at the edge. So then I'm just going to stick the other one on and I'll be back in a second. Right, so now that that's both lashes stuck on, I'm just going to go into the front of my eyes and use the same mascara again and just try and get it to blend in a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to go in with the slightly thicker mascara that I have, which is the MAC one. It is waterproof, but it's just a lot better. Just because it makes it look just a little bit chunkier. That looks better. Right, and then because she's not got any mascara on the front of the lash line, I'm just using this on the outer edge. Right, and then I'll quickly do my brows. I am just going to do them a little bit thinner, but other than that, it's just the same as I normally do my eyebrows, so I'll be back in just a second. Right, so there are the brows done. So they are just a tiny little bit thinner, but obviously because I didn't, like, you know, carve out my brows beforehand, I've just done it a little bit underneath. So they are a little bit thinner, but obviously not that much. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush because she does just have a slight rosy tint to her cheeks. To do that, I'm going to go in with the Essence blush, just because it has a slight sheen in it, so it'll look really nice and iridescent on the skin. And then I'm just going to blend this out just a little bit, just so it's not really intense. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Autograph highlight by Marks and Spencer's, just because it's got more of like an iridescent shine to it. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques setting brush for this, and I'm going to be popping it on my lip, on the highest points of my cheeks. But do you see it's more of like a sheen rather than an actual like shimmer highlight. Pop a little bit on my forehead just so we've got some nice shimmer going on. Now she has got a pretty light highlight on her brow bone and her inner corner, so I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Morning Lights and just pop this right on my brow bone. Like so. Then I'm just going to be doing the beauty spot, which is actually on this side, and I'm just going to be using a brow pencil to do that. I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde, and it's just about here. A little bit darker. Try the Benefit one. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And she's not got any others on her face. Some of them have a few on, you see, so I'll just checking that. So then for lip liner, I'm going to go in with the MAC lip liner in the shade Soar. And obviously hers are very overlined. I'm going to overline mine as normal, and then we'll kind of extend the cubitus button down below. So that is just what the lips are looking like. So I'm going to go in with a pink now. So then I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Kate lipstick in the shade 16. Then there is just like a slight shimmer on the lips. Use the L'Oreal highlighter and just highlight in the areas of the picture. So she's got it here. And then that bit there, like so. And I think that's it for the makeup. I'm just going to quickly style my hair and I'll be back in a second. Right everyone, so this is the finished look. I've just got my obviously sunglasses on now and got the earrings in and things. I didn't have the exact earrings, but it's something kind of similar, like with the dangling and things. I just kind of curled my hair and she has it all coming back and then a fringe coming down, so that is what I have done. So I don't know if you think it's any similar, but I will insert the picture now so you can see. I don't think I did too bad. It probably would look a little bit better if I had the contacts and things. Obviously this is just my interpretation of it. I really enjoyed doing this. It was just a bunch of fun. I kind of kept this top on. It's just like a glittery top with a slit down it, just because in the photo she doesn't actually show a top. It's just kind of like a plastic thing. So, but yeah, so this is the finished look. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please don't forget to smash it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. And I would love to see if you have recreated the Bratz doll challenge. I would love to see that as well, to see your interpretations of it. So yeah, I will just see you in my next one. Alright, bye guys.